In the tumultuous city of Larkin, the murmur of everyday life buzzed as incessantly as the tawny bees upon the wildflowers in the fields beyond. The sun crept over the horizon, casting its first tendrils of light upon the waking world, a signal that another day had begun. Amongst the morning's ephemeral haze, the city's inhabitants, a collection of both ordinary and extraordinary folk, arose from their slumber to greet the beckoning day with an amalgamation of wonder and trepidation. In a small, unassuming house, nestled between the cobbles of an alley so narrow one might overlook it entirely, a young woman stirred within her humble bed. Her name, firmly etched upon the intricate workings of fate's grand design, was Margot. As Margot blinked her tired eyes into focus, she cast her gaze upon the small, round clock that sat precariously on the windowsill. The sight of the hour hand precariously teetering upon the 6th numeral sent a jolt of urgency through her weary bones, causing her to leap from her bed with an agility that her slumberous state would betray. Margot's heart raced as she hastily dressed, her fingers fumbling with the laces of her corset, willing the fastener to submit to her harried intensity. It was a day of great import, a day that would herald the beginning of the rest of her life, for today she was to begin her apprenticeship at the Emporium. The Emporium was an enigmatic entity within the city of Larkin. No one quite knew all the goings-on that occurred within its labyrinthine halls, but it was accepted as an indispensable part of the city's very essence. It was said that one could find anything and everything within the confines of its mysterious walls. However, one must take care not to lose themselves in the pursuit. As Margot descended the narrow, creaking staircase that led to the ground floor of her home, she pondered the momentous adventure that lay before her. She had dreamt of the day when she would step across the threshold of the Emporium and into the folds of its enigmatic embrace since she was a young girl, tucked beneath her mother's arm, listening to the fantastical tales woven from the threads of her mother's vivid imagination. Margot's father, a tall, stoic man with eyes keen as a hawk's, watched her descend the stairs from his place in the small kitchen. The scent of freshly baked bread and sweet honey mingled with the earthy aroma of coffee filled the air, offering a sense of comfort that Margot held tightly to her chest. Her father's usually stern countenance softened for a moment as he regarded his daughter with a hint of pride and sorrow in his gaze. "Are you ready, my dear?" he questioned, his voice gruff with the morning's disuse. Margot nodded, her chest swelling with determination. "I am, Papa." As she opened the door to the world beyond her childhood home, Margot felt a surge of both anticipation and fear course through her body. It was the culmination of her girlhood dreams, the beginning of a journey that would forever alter the course of her existence. She did not know where her path would lead her, but she knew that she would face whatever trials lay before her with courage and grace. With a final embrace from her father and a whispered prayer upon her lips, Margot stepped into the crisp morning air, the sun casting its golden glow upon her eager face. Larkin, in all its chaotic glory, awaited her, and she was ready to leave her mark upon its storied history.